Right, hello guys. Today we're going to do something a little controversial. Now, most of my exos that I use, I buy second hand, and I clean them up, and they come up like new. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you today a little trick that will bring up even the grubbiest of exos. It will bring them up like new. Now, it's controversial in the fact that what we're going to use on it is really quite dangerous to inverts and just about anything else really. So we have to be very, very careful how we do it and how we clean them afterwards. So what I'm going to do, I want to show you, if you look at this one, this is a recently purchased exo, and you can see it's pretty filthy. I think you can sort of see that. It's got lime scale all over it, and yeah, it's pretty manky. We have had them a lot worse. Now what we're going to do, we're going to stand that in the bath. Now this is where you have to be really, really good to your other half now. I'm lucky, mine's very understanding, and she allows me to get away with this in the bathroom, because this can be quite messy and quite smelly. Vitaly is very, very strong. If you see that, this is what we're using. Now this will descale and deep clean this Viv entirely, but it does give off a bit of a gas and everything else, so you want to keep it in a little bit of a ventilated room. It can be quite vicious. So what we're going to do, you notice the tank and everything was just all dry. What we do, we put this on spray, and we literally spray it up like so. Put it all in there. And we do the outside as well. Notice we're giving it a really good coating. Do the back. All in the top here. Now then, we've given that a right good blasting. Now, I cannot stress to you guys enough, although I'm using this on this Viv, this Vitaly is incredibly dangerous to any of your inverts. You sprayed one of your inverts with that, it would keel over and flip over on its back as quick as blink. This stuff is really quite nasty stuff. But what it will do, it will deep clean this. I mean, we use it, it's used around, all you ladies will know, it's all used around for oven cleaning, descaling, all this sort of stuff. So it's potent stuff. We absolutely flood this tank in it, and what we're going to do now is we're going to leave this tank for 20 minutes, half an hour. If it's a really bad tank, we might give it 45 minutes or so. And I can already smell this coming off. It's like an ammonia base, very strong. So what we're going to do, you've seen that, you've got a good close-up of how that looked and how we've really coated it. It is absolutely dripping in it. If there was any nasties in that tank, they certainly won't be in there now. They will be dead. So what we're going to do, we're going to leave it for 20 minutes, half an hour, and then we're going to come back and we're going to clean it up and see what it looks like. So bear with us. I'll see you very shortly. Right, we've been away, we've had our cup of tea. Half an hour or so has passed, roughly. And as you can see, when you look down at the tank, it's still all over the glass, and it's basically eaten into all the lime scale and everything else that we've got going on within this tank. Now for the important thing, and something actually that I've just been told by a camera lady, that when she's using this stuff for general cleaning around the house for bits and pieces, this Vitaly, it actually melts her rubber gloves. So that will give you an idea of just how strong this stuff is and how important it is that we completely rinse this tank off. I cannot stress to you enough, this must be rinsed off absolutely thoroughly. Otherwise you will run the risk of of harming anything you put in it. So as long as you follow these directions that I'm giving you now, no harm will come to anything. So what I do is I have the hose pipe, because the hose pipe is just an easy way for me to deal with it. So I literally run my water through. Here we go. And all I do, now I'm going to rinse it off. Try not to make too much mess because I will get in trouble. The idea being is with the hose pipe, I've got a continuous flow of water. So as everything's going on, it will completely and utterly clean it away. What we're going to do, run it through. Doesn't take too much. You can see the Vitaly all bubbling up in the bottom there. I'm going to give this an absolute soaking. Now then, what you can see here, this is where the previous owner has had sellotape on the side. Don't ask me why. So what we do, we get our razor blade, and look at that. That is just coming clean off with no pressure. Look at that, it's gone. How easy was that? See the sellotape there? You can just see it there. What we do? Vitaly, I love it. Look at that. Gone. Absolutely clean. Gone are the days, all this scrubbing, all that elbow grease. So what we do now, you'll see here, it's filling up. You see it all pouring out the vents. Yeah? What that's doing now is that's flushing the vents through. We put that there, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to tip this up. And we're going to repeat it. Open the doors this time. Make sure you get all inside these vents. See how clean that is? Just looking nice. That's on the inside there. A little bit more sticky tape. Wipe that off. Anything that you see on there, just give it a little tiny wipe. It takes nothing, no pressure. You also see now, look, we're not getting the bubbles. Yeah, that water is pretty good, which is suggesting that the Vitaly has left the building. So, let's just tip that out again. Now what we're going to do, we're going to leave it on its side there. Notice we've got a little bit going on in here. So we can, hey, look at that. That is literally just falling off. No problem whatsoever. And remember in the old days, you'd have ended up with your razor blade and you'd be scraping all that lime scale. No worries anymore. This is absolutely ideal. There we go. Look at that. Perfectly clean. Yeah, lovely job. Let's just, look at that. I can just wipe that off with my hand. Now once again, just give it all a good go. Get in the vents here. This is the benefit of the hose pipe. It means we have that running water permanently. We just tip it up, soak it through. There she is. Right, that is it. Now that is good enough. So what we're doing, we're going to tip that out. The only downside to Exos is they really do manage to hold on to their water. Right. So I'll plug that in there for now. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'll make this nice and easy for you. Right, plug that on there. There we go. So now we've given that an absolutely thorough soaking. With our tissue paper, just give it a quick dry off now. And like so. Turn it round. There you go. Okay. Run that through. Right. There we go. What we'll do is we'll dry off the doors and give you an idea of just how effective this is. Now you can actually hear that. That's an indication of just how clean this glass is now. There you go, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Squeaky clean. There we go. Now bearing in mind this isn't 100% dry, but it gives you the idea. And if you have a look at that now, it gives you an idea of just how clean that has come up. All of the black trim has come up like new, absolutely spotless. This, to all intents and purposes, could almost be a brand new Viv. And you see all the glass is all lovely and clean. You see there through my hand, you can see just how clean that is. Now normally the backs and sides get absolutely filthy. We're looking all in here. This is all spotless. Absolutely wonderful. Look at that. So there you have it. This is how I clean my tanks, and this not only gets them really beautifully clean, but it also sterilises them as well. So we've hit two birds with one stone here. This has come from wherever. We don't know what it was used for, what was in it, what its past history has been. So with second-hand things, we're always a little bit dubious about, you know, what we're bringing home into the collection. This is a good way of actually disinfecting the whole thing, and it's absolutely fine now. So just to reiterate what we were saying, the Vitaly has done all of the work. There was no elbow grease in this whatsoever. I went off and had a cup of tea, you know, come back, hosed it off. It's not exactly hard work, you saw what it was like. Lovely and easy. The Vitaly does all the work, but it is incredibly strong stuff. So just make sure that you go ahead and you hose it all down. It's the safety part is in the flushing afterwards. Really, really make sure you flush this through. And if you flush it through to the point where you get no bubbles, you'll be perfectly fine. It will be absolutely safe. My whole collection are kept in tanks, done this way. So I hope that's a good little tip, and save you guys a lot of elbow grease and a lot of wasted time spent cleaning Vivs, which could be more importantly spent looking at your spiders. So give it a go, give it a try, and you'll see what I mean. So I hope that was helpful, and don't forget, be calm, be gentle, and love your spiders. I'll see you soon.